Icy Palmer was not the name given to me by my parents, who were Native Americans of the Tuscarora tribe. They came through Manchester in September 1824, and my mother gave birth to me in a sugar house 2 miles south of town, on land that is now the location of the Equinox Valley Nursery. Also on that site was the home of George S. Purdy and family. For reasons known only to my parents, they didn't want to or were unable to keep me. So the Purdys took me in as an infant, named me Louisa, and raised me. I later decided to change my name. When I was in my 30s and for a number of years, I worked as one of the servants for the Hard family, whose farm was nearby on River Road. Some years later, the town built a house for me on a lot owned by Nathaniel Towsley. My physical needs were seen to by the Ladies' Benevolent Society of the Congregational Church and the Overseer of the Poor, which allowed me to live an independent life.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Edmund Lewis Wyman. I was born in Manchester, Vermont in 1843.
Recently, the Manchester Historical Society, Dellwood Cemetery, and the Dorset Players teamed up to bring the ghosts of Dellwood Cemetery back to life to help raise money for all three organizations.
George Benedict wrote of me some years later that he was one of the bravest of Vermont's brave, had notably distinguished himself on several occasions, and few deaths in the whole course of the war occasioned greater sorrow among the Vermont troops than his own. Now, those are kind words, but I'm just proud to be buried alongside these War of Independence heroes, who are my betters.
I returned to Peru, Vermont, where I established my medical practice. I was 4 years in Peru, 2 years in Londonderry, 4 more years in Peru, 6 years in East Dorset, before finally settling in 1880 in Manchester Center, Vermont. And no, I was not run out of any of those towns.
That was in the year following our marriage, Loveland. After leaving Burr & Burton, I had gone to Smith College. My, how busy we were in those days. Yeah. I began teaching Sunday school class to girls at the Congregational Church and continued to do so for 50 years. Mm-hmm. I was active in the Burr & Burton Alumni Association, and I founded a social club, the Monday Club, which is still in existence today.